bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Gronkowski. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. In motion, Gronkowski. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He finds Bolden. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Benjamin St-Juste there on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, Lynch. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 2, Flacco. Here's a diving catch right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. Fred Biletnikoff. An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Johnson, the man in motion right. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And it's caught. Touchdown. And Quan Bolden. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. In motion, Gronkowski. They'll run again with Lynch. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get this out quickly to the left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
He finds Bolden. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Yeah.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Flacco off play action. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Play action. Flacco. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. This is caught, and he will take it in for the touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From the 10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Chris McAllister. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down now. It's done. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception. And
down goes Joe Flacco in the end zone. It's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Slot man moves right. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Single.
Mahomes now to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And now here is another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Flacco looks to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Ron Woodson with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Down inside the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Marshawn Lynch. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in favor.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And what a big-time play there. 47 yards. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. Touchdown! Anquan Boldin with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And this one complete to Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Check. Fresno.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. One final try for Mahomes. That'll be caught by Hester. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember